Okay, test. Seems like it's working. I have to go offline to come back online to turn off the latency just to mix this other thing, and then Steam is still trying to uninstall this game and it's not really working, and a whole bunch of back and forth going on. I was gonna go live and play some PC games, but I think right now, because Steam doing what it's doing, it's kind of hard to actually get this to work the way I need it to. So what I really can do is just try to like get this to work, but I also have to turn this thing off first before I do that. Let me go do that real quick. I think it's where it's a camera. Yeah, let's turn this off. Okay, so I think right now I should be audible. I hope I'm audible. I don't know if I am or not, but what I want to do is see. I think this game, I'm just gonna pause it. Just stop. You update, and then okay, cool. No, let's turn it down just a little bit more for myself. So I guess I'll just talk for a bit. There were some things I kind of wanted to address, some things I kind of wanted to get off my mind or whatever. But I think for the time being, I'm actually going to be trying to stream on YouTube a bit more. I thought about it earlier, and I was talking to some of my friends online about it. Really, when it comes down to, you know, having these stream setups and stuff like that, like I still want to do my actual backlog streams, things of that nature, which is pretty much going to be the bulk of the types of streams I have going forward. That would be like the one-offs, right? Like today's Thursday, it's not even Saturday, and I'm streaming right now. So I still do want to have like those one-off streams and do things like that. However, when it comes to, you know, like exposure and stuff like that, I'm probably going to try to get back into posting shorts, you know, preferably TikToks, which I obviously don't like, and I know you guys know that, but you know, I still gotta do something. I feel like I want to do something, so this is more of a test. The last thing I noticed was when I was doing my 4K streams. This stream is not in 4K, by the way, but when I was last doing that one test stream, I think the thing that I learned was that I think the thing that stops my computer from allowing me to even, how do I say, be able to play PC games and stuff like that while streaming and recording from the same computer is the fact that I'm doing a kind of mixture of, you know, allowing my GPU to do enhanced broadcasting while I'm streaming to Twitch, as well as recording a 4K canvas with 4 different 1080p sources in it, as well as streaming it, you know, in the first place, and trying to run a game at the same time. And I think that's what's really messing it up. And for the time being, I think, you know, when I actually do play my console games or when I play any other kind of game like that, I think the best thing that will be great for me is to figure out, you know, maybe if I stream on YouTube only and don't stream on Twitch like we're doing right now, and maybe load up a PC game while I'm doing that 4K canvas 1080p sources thing, video recording, that might give me what I need to do. That might give me the headroom I need to actually do that. I don't know if I've ran this test before in the past. I probably have, but I don't know. I have to go back and check. But for the time being, I'm going to try that. We're going to use Street Fighter as like a way to test that. You know, this stream is supposed to be the test for that. But we'll do all that once OBS is done. Not OBS. Once Steam is done doing what it's doing, and while the one game giving me a problem stops being a problem, we'll go ahead and load that up. I might just pause it and then just kind of go from there. But we'll see how that works, because if it works, I won't give up streaming on Twitch. I'll probably see how well it'll let me do certain types of streams on here. Like, you know, I kind of was talking about this a while ago, actually, where I was like, I would just give up on YouTube streaming, but more so I would come back once I knew it would be something that would be viable for my setup. Like once I'm able to get videos out, like let's say live streams are my form of getting content out, right? Okay, great. Or my source of content, if you will. We do that, fine. I take the recording that I'm recording right now, and since my sources are separate, maybe I'll set up like a template to do my, como se dice, shorts, right? And maybe I can use that to do like clips or whatever, right? I don't think I need to, I think I need to start small and then work my way up, right? I think that's always been the issue. I've been working my way from the largest down to the smallest. And I think that's probably going to be the thing I flip, is start small, right? Even if it's just taking the two sources I'm looking at right now, get into a template where I can just do that and then shrink it. Like literally, I'm just shrinking it, and then put that up, and that's it. Like I can probably like adjust it, whatever features that Twitch or YouTube would normally give me to edit my shorts. I'm gonna do that, but on my own, and I'll set up like a template Premiere file or whatever, so I can just drop the video in there. It already snips off the things I need. It puts everything where I need it, and I can just either move it up or down or do whatever. Like I think that's probably the best thing I could do. So I'll look into all that once I see how this works, and then we'll go from there. I'm probably gonna play, like, you know, I kind of do have to go to work tomorrow, and you know, since this has been taking so much time, I kind of have to cut the amount of time of stream I thought it was gonna be really short, and then we'll look into all that stuff later on. So I'm gonna go ahead and try doing that, but I'm just waiting on this to finish. Let me pause that and do this one. Okay, so that one says complete. So yeah, I'm gonna give you this last chance trouble game to give me the benefit, to give you the benefit of the doubt, to make sure it works. If it doesn't work, I'm, you know, chopping block, you know. So let's see how that works for me. But yes. I figured it didn't work, but I guess it probably did. I can't tell. I cannot tell, actually. What I really want to do is figure out how to get, not how to get, but I want to get my I want to get this mic as it is into, not voice mod. Maybe if I can figure out how to like funnel it into like another source, so that way whenever OBS is open, but then it wouldn't work if I just want to join a call, and then yeah, that wouldn't work. So actually, it would work if I can get it set up, if I can add those things in Wavelink. I can try that actually, if it lets me. Let me see here. Because how many hardware things? I only got like, well, these are all software based. So it might let me add it. Hopefully, maybe. Okay, hold on, wait. Hold on, because this one is, no, that one's still active. It shouldn't be, but it is still active. So let me put this like right here. Hold on, let me see some real quick. I might be able to get away with it if I do Mo2 microphones. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, I guess we can mute this, add this here. This is supposed to be 70, so let's make this like 70 as well. But then I can go in and add, no, yeah, I can add effects here. So what I can try to do is just match what I have in OBS, and then maybe plug that into OBS. Maybe that could work. Because, wait, that might actually like gel like work, because I can probably do like a, yeah, okay, let me try that real quick, hold on. Since I'm still letting this finish, that'll give me the time to do all this, and I'm not really doing anything else on stream anyway, so why not? Maybe I'll show it too. Why not? Why not? What's this? Okay, whatever. Okay, let me see. The only thing I know I won't be able to add is like, well, I might be able to add it, but let me see. Filters. And then I can add, yeah, the only thing I won't be able to add is noise suppression. or at least not the one from OBS into. I could probably add the Elgato ones if it lets me. Maybe. I don't see him. This is actually where the... Well, I should have it, actually. I should have all those. Yeah, I have the Reefer plugins installed. So why isn't it showing up? Okay, well, maybe it's not showing up because I have to actually go in and like add it and tell it where to look. Maybe that could be it. Right, okay. So... Program files and the common files. EST plugins. Yeah, let's try here. Okay, so I guess it's trying it now. Probably just messed up itself. I don't know. Okay, maybe not. All right, let's see. Okay, cool. There we go. All right, let's say refer. I don't know if the audio just cut out for the stream. It seemed like it was still playing, but I guess I don't know if it really was. So I don't know, but it seems like adding that plugin did not work. So what we'll do instead is maybe just see what else the plugins I have are. So let's do filters. Go over there. We'll add everything else. Pro L2. Okay. Okay, testing 1 2 testing 1 2 test. Okay, so I think that's the same. We can turn that off, or we leave it on for now because these students hear me, and then we'll add a limiter. Yeah, just a limiter so it stops itself from... Well, I can probably add like one of my actual dynamic ones from here. Let's say LA2A silver. And what we'll do is limit test. Okay, that's a lot. Test. Say like 20. That should be loud enough. Ooh, but didn't mean to minimize that. Okay, so I think that might be good enough. Now I gotta crank it. So let me crank this to like 70, 80. Put on 80. Ooh. Wow, there's no in between there. Wow, that's trash actually. There we go. Okay, so let me go back to OBS and let me just see how this sounds when I add in another a thing here. So we'll go studio mode up, and then I'll go into my audio sources, and then we'll add, I think it's audio input, mode 2. Mode 2 microphones. Okay, so it hasn't. It should have added it. Let me mute that for just a second. Okay. Well, no, it should be that. Now, what I'm not gonna do is close OBS just to get this to pop up. If it pops up, it works great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It seems like it's set to default, but it's not really what I need it to be at. So let me just see if it's here. Yeah, I'm looking. Okay, I see it right here. Multiple microphones, but it's not coming up right here. Well, it seems like testing. Okay, it seems like it's working when I talk, but not when I don't talk. I don't know. So let's do this instead. Let's take a look at this on my phone, actually. YouTube here. Let me see something real quick. Testing 1 2 test. Okay, so it seems like that's working, even though my mic is muted. Okay, so that's cool. Let me just make sure that that's the audio that's coming out of there. I'm just gonna keep talking, and then out of nowhere, you're gonna hear. Okay, so yeah, that is that mic. Okay, cool. So that works, which is nice. Now all I want to do is see if I can get like some kind of noise suppressor on it, and then a thing to make it where, let me turn this off, and I'll go back to the thing over here. Bring that up, and we'll set this to it's pretty much going to be the same thing as the other one. So I'll copy this. Paste. Yes. Oh, that's why. Okay. Audio source, voice. This is technically external. I guess it's technically voice audio, technically speaking. So we'll put it there. So voice audio. Let me go out and come back in. Yeah, multi microphones. Okay, so let me see if I can get that to work here. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Testing 1 2 test. I'm guessing that worked. I can't really tell. So let me go ahead and just pull up my phone and take a look again. Okay. Yeah, it seems like that worked. Testing 1 2 test. Awesome. And I love technology when it works. When it works. Only when it works. Okay, we can come out of studio mode. And now it should just be hopefully everywhere. Testing, yes, okay, so now it's just everywhere. Perfect. That's nice. Alright, let me make a backup of that. I guess in the meantime, I can probably swap it. So we'll move that to the trash. Let me copy that. Move it to miscellaneous. Just paste it right here. OBS. And then we'll delete this. Go back up to pedal. Copy. And we'll just paste it right here just so I can have it. Just so I can have it. Right? And then we'll save that as a backup. Profiles. Backup all, create backup. Yes. Okay. So it seems like everything's kind of in somewhat of a working state, which is nice. I'm even gonna go one step further. Let me see here. Let me turn myself down just a bit. If I can hear. Maybe a little bit more, actually. Okay, I'm gonna join call in Discord just to see if that can be heard. Hey, I'm live, but I have a quick question for you guys. Hello?
All right. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I didn't know if you could hear me. Sorry. Do I sound any different? No. Okay, give me one. Still colored. Okay.
Kind of.
Give me 1 second, actually. Show more. I can't see it. No, where is it? Groovy. It's not showing it. Give me 1 second. See, the problem is, I'm still gonna want my mic. Wait. Maybe not gonna funnel that into voice mod. Wait. Hold on there, buddy. Hold on. I might. Okay. No. Okay, maybe not. Because it's looking at my outputs, right? Because it's not. I don't see like browser and stuff like that in here. So it's looking at hardware actual input. So I guess it's not gonna let me put it back into voice mod like that, which kind of sucks. Unless I feed it down to like another channel, which I don't have enough cables for that. So unless I go add like a virtual cable, maybe. But that's the whole point of having not voice mod, but that's the whole point of having like wavelength, so I don't have to deal with virtual cables because it already comes with virtual cables. But you know, unless the only thing I can really think of is sending a signal down like the channel. Like if I send just the signals straight into it and then add the effects, maybe, but maybe I don't think that's gonna work that way. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna still need some more finagling to look at because I don't see the options here to pick my actual broadcast ones as, because I'm pretty sure if I look over here, I can see it'll be like, yeah, multi microphones. Okay, yeah, it's just not showing it in the spot where I need it to be. So, okay, I'll just come back like at another time, like maybe tomorrow or whatever, sometime in the future. Appreciate your help so far though. Okay, so we're gonna go back here and here. Okay. Also, the latency on that is not so bad. Like I thought it'd be a lot worse than that, but apparently it's not. So that's good. Okay. At this point, it's now been, I guess, 20 minutes. So it doesn't seem like it's been 30 minutes, but I guess it technically has since I went back live at 8:10. So yeah, that's fine. So I'm just gonna, I guess, test this by pulling up my desktop, and we'll get to playing some of the games here to see if they run the way they're supposed to, or they run adequately, or if I gotta, you know. Bring me Street Fighter 6. And there goes my code is overloaded now for some reason. Okay, it's not anymore, but I'm like, out of nowhere, just kind of started doing that. Okay, nope, that's yep. Oh, maybe not. Maybe because I was switching screens.
Street Fighter 6.
No. Okay, no. Let me see. Is it going to slow down? I'm not dropping frames, but my rendering lag, my average rendering lag time is, I'm sorry, my average rendering time is going up though. Oh, that's kind of loud to me actually. Pause the music. Okay, testing. Okay, it's not too loud. No, my code is still saying that's overloaded. So let me see something real quick. Alright, let's take a look here. It seems like it's not having a problem.
I don't have time to play.
Okay, no, button. There we go. Okay, it seems like that's working. I don't want to call anything too early, but it seems like that's working. My encoder is not extremely overloaded. Oh well, not until I move my mouse, I guess. I mean, either way it goes. Listen, either way it goes, I'm still gonna want to actually get the separate PC to do this anyways. Like right now, I'm not even hitting the full 60 right now, right? And I think it's because maybe it's gotta be because I'm recording, right? Like it just got back to 60. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm back down to like 58, 59, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like I need to be 60 all the time. It's just, it'd be good if it wasn't dipping like lower than that. So let me take a look at one other thing real quick. Let's see if that makes a difference. Even though I had it set to custom, I don't know what was custom on it, so I'm not really sure. Let me try. Yeah, so it seems like when the computer is like actually loading up the actual stuff, that's when it's having like a problem. So I don't know. Like my encoder just dropped like doing that whole sequence. And I guess I can put on the stats and see, just take a look there. It's sitting at about like 10 milliseconds, 12 milliseconds. Drop down to 9, back up to 12. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I guess I'll just have this up. So I know my recording is still going, no problem. So let me just take a look. Like I'll have it up and I can kind of just keep an eye on it and see. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay. Nope. Nope. Doing that whole sequence, I guess I wasn't looking, but it seemed like it hasn't dropped too crazily. Okay, now I'm actually like dropping the combo. Yeah, that was it, but I dropped the combo, so that wasn't it. Oh. There we go. We can stop it there. Let me do it the other way. All right. I think. I mean, it's okay now. I feel like once I'm actually in game, it doesn't do all that. At least for Street Fighter, with like a high setting. So what we can try now is getting to, let's say, like a different game, right? So let me come back to the camera scene here. And we'll stop that. Turn this back on. Well, I didn't mean to do that. All right. Now for the other game, I know it's gonna give me a problem. Just based off my current setting, I gotta go in and adjust it. So let's see. All right. On the downbeat, please. So far, so good. But that could all change when we get in the game. Or the game menu. I mean, okay, it came up like a second, but the only way I can really tell is about me waving my hand. Like if it's still at 60 here, we just drop down to 52, 51, back up to 59. I'm at 14 seconds of 14 milliseconds of like frame render delay, right? So let me no dude. Right. Okay, let's see what that does for us. Yeah, see, I guess in times of loading, the actual encoder does have a problem. Like the game looks fine to me, but in OBS, let's just give it a shot, I guess. I was try something else in. Okay. Okay. Why am I too far back or something? So it's not coming out. Maybe it's just because I'm okay. Maybe it's because I'm playing against a different character. I would hate to believe that's the case, but let me see. Hmm. Relinquish Japanese nationality. Okay. Let me get where's the one with the not this one. Not this one. Yeah. Let me see if it works against Kazuya. Even though I'm blocking his name. Seems like it's working. It seems like that's working. Nope. Okay. Okay. I mean, my encoder hasn't dropped crazy for I mean, it's missing frames because of rendering lag, but it's not like dropping frames being sent out to like the streaming platform. So this is still not a good this is still not a good like environment to do this in. It was really a test, which I kind of hate that it's not really working the way I would like it to. Unless I lower like the settings. Like that's really the only thing I can think of is like lower the settings again. Like let's say I put it at like 50, right? Or let's just say I put this back to like on like medium. But the rendering scale does change. So let me put it to like 60 and see what that does for me. If that does anything. Yeah, you can see the exact moment when it does drop out. And it might just need some tweaking, you know? Like me if somebody tries to alpha me cheese. Just a little bit of tweaking. Okay. Doesn't seem like it's terrible. It just seems like it's not fantastic, like I would like it to be. So I think it might be fine where it was. I just got to figure out at what points does it like have its problems. And the only other test I can think of, the only other game I can think of playing at this point and testing like that is Halo. So let me bring myself up here, put the music back on. I also just noticed all that was going on without any game audio. Unless maybe it was there the whole time. I just didn't realize it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Well, I can just check right now, actually. Yeah, no audio. Yeah. At least not for Tekken. It was there was no audio playing during Tekken. So yeah. Can't wait for Halo to explode my computer and burn my house down. Down to the ground, to the ashes. To the ashes. Come on, Halo. Get me right. Ah, come on, dude. Get me right, Halo. Get me right now. Come on. Right now. Come on, Halo. Down to the ground. Down to the grizound. Come on. All right, of course my encoder is overloaded. Of course it is. Of course it is. Video. Take a look. Graphics are set to high. Of course. You know what? I don't think I want to bother. We're not going to bother. I'm going to set the stuff up and put it on low. Right? Turn that off. And we'll load it back up. Okay, yeah. I would literally stay up until like 10:10 if this worked the way I needed it to. If it literally did what I needed it to, I would literally stay up past my bedtime. At my bedtime, I'm an adult now and I have a bedtime. So and it's muted. So you missed all that. Come on, Halo. Get me right, dude. Come on. Get me right, J-Lo. Come on. J-Lo. Why was it retracted? The heck? Okay, I don't know why I did that to her. Kind of strange. Okay, my encoder seems fine for the time being. Nope. Settings, video. Everything's set to low. And you're still having a problem, it seems like. Custom games. Create match. Mode editor, Slayer, my files. FFA bots, map. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And just give me live fire. Lobby options. Server offline. It hasn't loaded, but that should be fine. And doing all that, my encoder was suffocating. Literally suffocating. My frames are high though. See up there? Frames are pretty high though. Up until we get in game and my computer explodes.
Slayer.
And this is what I don't like. You can see my hands like slideshowing.
Move fast and kill faster.
All right, well, that's going to end it for me today. That was a good test. There's probably some things I'll go back and tweak in the meantime so I can see that I can get to an actual base of something I like. And if I can't, then, you know, you'll probably never see me stream again. Never again. But, you know, we'll see how that goes. You know, we'll try to put that plan into motion. And if the ocean is willing to carry us, then we'll do just fine. But in the event we don't, then, you know, we won't. So with that being said, I'm going to contemplate what the actual ramifications of me doing this test was supposed to present to me. Maybe it's like, maybe because I haven't been streaming in such like a couple weeks or so, maybe that's really like I'm kind of rusty, right? Like maybe this is just a sign of me losing my touch, if you will, when it comes to streaming. Maybe I should give up. Maybe I should give up. Who knows? Maybe you know. But no, I am going to review the footage, of course, both on YouTube and my VODs locally recorded to my computer. So yeah, I guess I'll hit you with the fade out. I guess I'll hit you with the fade out and I'll just stare at you. How about that? How about we just hit you with the fade out and I'll just stare at you until it's completely black. Did you enjoy that? But was that cool? Like, did you enjoy that? No, you didn't enjoy that. Well, if you did, that's great. If you didn't, I don't know what else to tell you. But I'll tell you this though, I'm going to go in the stream, so I guess I'll see you next time.